came up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tuck's picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, now the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear. Be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots. His stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
We're up. We just don't have the left camera. We'll put that up during the intermission. Sorry for the delay, folks. 16:43 left in the first period. No score on the board. Face-off is going to be down in the Canadian zone. Wearing the white jerseys today, Parkland Panthers, and the nice deep red there. They're CAC, United Sport Cycle Canadians. Puck tried to dump it back into the Canadian zone, but that's going to go out of play. We'll have a draw just outside of the Panthers zone. Welcome to Sunday Night Hockey. We are here at Callngwood Rink A, Vern, David. Draw's won by the Panthers. They're coming off a loss last night to Southside in their home territory. Had to take the bus down to Callngwood today to take on the Canadians. Puck behind the Panthers net. Canadians keep it in the zone. Battle for it. Comes back to the point. Here's a shot by Morris. Quick save by the goaltender there. Let's see here. In net, looks like Keaton Saboteur for Parkland. Draw will be near side in the Panthers zone. Panthers going to come away with it. They start behind their own net. Pass to the far side. Eagle comes over, keeps that in the zone, chips it into the corner for the Canadians. Followed up by Hoare. He's going to be attacked. Oh, turned around and behind the net. Tried to jam it up the near side, but he's going to stay in the Panthers zone. Puck over to the near side. Duffett takes a rip. That shot just wide. Eagle again chops it, keeping it into the zone. Panthers try to move it around the outside. Now it comes out. Hoare picks it up at center. Hoare puts that off the boards and into the Panther zone. Goes for a change. Panthers number 16F carrying it out of the zone. Pass to the far side. That's going to come off the boards, roll down the ice, and we'll have an icing call with 15-12 left in the first period. So it was a 6-2 loss for the Panthers coming into this game. They are 2-3 in their last 5, taking on a hot Canadians. They're working on a 3-game win streak, looking for their 4th. One heck of a November they're having. Puck in the corner. Put up the far side. Eagle again steps in, keeps it in the zone. He's going to be rushed by number 27, Diballo. Puck chipped down into the corner. Dollywall trying to chase it up. Panthers going to get it back in their own zone and chip it out to center. Eagle crosses over to the near side, takes the puck back for the Canadians. He's setting up in his own zone. Looking for that pass. Nobody's coming for it. He's going to wheel up the zone, pass it up the right side. Looking for Schufelt. Schufelt chips it into the zone. Pass comes up. Defense changing. Rushing on is Ulrich. Ulrich gets that over to Taylor. Or Turcotte. And Ulrich puts that up the boards. Pass from Schufelt. Dollywall back to Schufelt. Schufelt trying to bring it off the boards here. Panthers track him down. Kept in the near side by Ulrich. Still battling for it. It's in the Panther zone. There's a shot from the point. That's Jackson Taylor, who was trying to take a shot through traffic. Ends up going wide, and the Panthers are going to take that puck and throw it down the ice. Taking the icing call with 14:02 left in the first period. Well, as chance would have it, these two teams both faced off against Southside Cameron Homes in their last games. We're not worried about projecting. I guess it's good so far. Just talking to our substitute cameraman here. Has many hats on the team. Mr. Scott Webster handling the camera for us tonight. Also manager for the team, and a great job he's doing with that. Parkland wins the face-off in their own zone. They put it off the glass and into the Canadian zone. Grabbing it back was Cook. He tried to throw that in front, comes off the outside of the net. Zahara puts that to the far side. Thrown into the zone by Burnett. Panthers there first. They use the boards, move it around to the near side. Picked up by Brassou. Enriquez Gomez chopped it back in the Parkland zone, but Parkland gets it out. Again, Brassou put it up the near side. Canadians chip that out to center. Crossing over Taves for Parkland. He rips that on the bar, far side, pinching in the Canadians. Defender, low shot, right onto net. Picking up that puck right from the point was Max Frostad. He took it straight to the net, a backhand shot. But Sabatou put the close on that. We got to stop at 12:58 left in the first period. Puck's dropped in the Panthers zone. Canadians win it. They put it behind the Panthers net. There's a battle for it on the near side in the corner. Now comes over. Put out in front. Oh, and it is. Then the Canadians score. Even-handed this with 12:43 left in the first period. And CAC United Spartan Cycle open up the scoring off of the stick of Oliver West. Oliver West wearing the number 14 sweater for the Canadians. Open up the scoring. It's 1-0 Canadians here, Callngwood. Face off, won by the Panthers. They put it off the outside boards. Eagle picks it up for the Canadians in his own zone. Over to Duffett. Duffett up to Hoare. Nice pass to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson right side. Low shot by Yamniak, and the rebound goes over to the near corner. Picked up by Thorvaldson. He gets that back to, I think that was Hoare. Ooh, there's a hard shot by Eagle, and he takes a chip for doing it. Hoare has the puck for the Canadians behind the net, moving up the far side. He tried to move that back to the D. It ends up going between them and back into the Canadian zone. Bryn Duffin back to start it off for the Canadians. He gets past one man, moves it up the near side to Hoare. Hoare is going to get across center and flip that to the opposite corner. Picked up by number 22 of the Panthers. Comes back to the point. Eagle keeps it in. Comes out high. Hoare takes a look. His shot is blocked. Panthers get that to the line. Eagle again keeps that in. Sends it to the far corner. Thorvaldson working down low behind the Panthers net. Drops it back for Hoare. Far side for Yamniak. Skips past Yamniak. Picked up by Sully of the Panthers. Sully gets the puck out to center. Looks for number 5 Vincent to skate onto. Puck turned around and dumped back into the Panther zone. On the near side, Thorvaldson on the forecheck. He takes the puck into the corner. Panthers pinning against the boards for a moment. Try to skate out with it. Canadians get a piece, and it stays in the Panthers zone. Back into the corner, the puck goes. Teams battling for it. Comes loose again. Panthers in front of their own net. They're going to flip it out to center. Coming back for it. There's Turcotte. Turcotte near side for Ulrich. Ulrich takes a hit. Dollywall cleans up the mess. Gets it over to Turcotte. Pass to the far side. Looking for Schufelt. That is chopped down. Panthers pick it up at center. Stopped in their tracks by Taylor. Puck comes over to Dollywall. Epp picks it up for the Panthers. Epp throws it to the open ice. Waiting for it is Ulrich. Ulrich comes across center again and dumps that on net. Puts that puck on goal. Sabatou plays it. Panthers have it in the near corner. They reverse it behind their net. Now it comes back to the point. Ulrich takes the shot into the traffic. Hits a man in front. Picked up the rebound. And reaching out for Keaton Sabatou, ending the play. Kind of a desperation play by the Panthers goalie, shutting it down as the Canadians were humming just on the edge of the crease. 10-12 left in the first period. It's 1-0 for the Canadians. We're going to have a face-off near side in the Panthers zone. Puck rolls around the boards to the far side, kept in by the Canadians. Now comes over to the near corner. Going into battle is Enriquez Gomez. Panthers chip it around him, come up the near side. Coles gets it into the zone, but Morris blocks his entry, edging him against the boards. Canadians get the puck in front of their own net. They get it out to center, turned around again, and the Panthers trying to come back in the zone. That's stolen by Morris. Morris, left side to Enriquez Gomez, looking in front for Burnett. A puck chopped back. Zahara follows that up. High shot blocker. Save goes to the far boards. Panthers going to pick that up. Using the boards, they're going to put it down the ice because 14 going to beat out the icing. Hard work earns him the play. McCorrick picks it up for the Panthers. Coming up the near side, pass to Ferentz, skips past him, goes around the boards to the far side. West picks that up for the Canadians. Throws it back to Morris. Morris comes over to Frostad. Frostad to Enriquez Gomez. Centering pass up to Richard. Richard makes a pass, hits a man, but he picks it back up. Enters the zone. Centering pass for West. West is shot directed just wide on the near side. Puck off the boards and out to center. Panthers get it as far as the blue line, but Duffett stops that. Heck tried to send it across the ice. That pass is knocked down. He follows it up, carries it into the Panther zone. Put right back, and there's a hard shot. And Richard puts that into the back of the net. Heck able to get his pass back. He puts it, or he gets the zone, drops it back. The pass over to Owen Richard on the left side, puts it above the shoulder of the goaltender, and the Canadians are out to a 2-0 lead with 8:37 left in the first period. Great start here by the Canadians. Panthers probably only have about 2 shots on goal right now, and the Canadians have been pressuring and peppering the Panthers goaltender. Choosing the shots well, they're up 2-0. As they enter the zone here, we get an offside call, and we'll reset the neutral zone with 8:22 left in the first period. Panthers are 2-1 on the road, looking for their 3rd win on the road this season, or their 5th win overall to draw back to 500. Pass through center, hits a stick, gets chipped out of play, and the whistle goes with 8:05 left in the first period. Players to watch for on the Panthers tonight: number 14, Torrin McCorrick, number 16, Nolan Ebb, and number 21, Ethan Hillaby. Panthers win the draw. Pass from the near side. Here's Brossaw. His centering pass picked up by the Canadians, and the puck fed down the ice, right onto goal. The gate's icing. Panthers have to play it out of the corner to the far side, chipped out to center, knocked down by Turcotte. Put over to the near side. Panthers pick it up in their own zone again. They go behind their own net. Picks and toes. Decides to reverse. Comes over to the near side. Shot by Heck. Boy, he was looking for that far post. It was underneath the glove, but just wide of the net. Comes out again. Heck cuts that pass off. Quick shot. Knocked down. It was tipped in front. And they had to be very quick with that. Keaton Saboteur with a great reaction, stopping the puck with 7:21 left in the first period. Face off far side in the Panthers zone. Canadians win it. Panthers jumped that. And that was number 11, almost knocked down the zone. Toes. I bet it's Taves. I don't know. Panthers recover the puck in their own zone. Get it out to the neutral zone. It's 2-on-1 back the other way. Best chance of the game for the Panthers. And the pass just off the mark. Comes off the near boards. Panthers pick it back up. Number 14 behind the net. Throws it off the side. Hits the post. And it comes right in front. And putting it away is that number 11, Joel Taves of the Lakeland Panthers. Opens up the scoring for his team with a 6:48 left in the first period. Draw the Panthers back within one. It's 2-1 for the Canadians as we get set for the draw at center here. Canadians win the faceoff. Morris gets it over to Frostad. Back to Morris. Morris up to Zahara. Chips that into the zone. Followed up by Burnett. Burnett flips it over to the near boards. Panthers chase it down. Centering pass. Canadians lock it down. Keep it in the zone. Kicking against the board. Zahara on the far side for the Canadians. Puck comes loose. Back to the point. Frostad with a rip off the boards. I'm not sure Saboteur may have got a piece of that, but that was quite the rip by Max at the point. Morris back in his own zone. Puts that out to the center, and the Panthers get it back. Try and move to the near side. Knocked down by Enriquez Gomez. Now the puck comes loose on the far side for the Panthers, number 21, Hillaby. He puts that into the zone. Over to the near side. Frostad to Enriquez Gomez. Canadians trying to break out of their zone. Pass right in front. Vincent right on to Black. And Black comes to the top of the crease, taking away all of this space and swallows up any chance of a rebound. And what a quick change of events. Canadians cough it up in their own zone, but their goalie comes out, makes a great stop, and play will resume with 5:47 left in the first period with a draw on the near side in the Canadian zone. Panthers win it. Ferris takes a rip from the near point. It's wide of the mark, and the puck comes out the center. Panthers put it off the boards. Eagle knocks it down for the Canadians. Quickly over to Duffett. Duffett wanted to go the right side to Taylor. It's off the boards and into the Panthers zone. They put it up the near side. Cut off by Duffett on the near boards. Panthers get it back. Put it around behind their net on the far side. Picked up by number 80, Sully. Sully puts it around the boards to the near side. Number 6 picks that up. Rousseau. And the puck looks like it just went out of play. Fell into the Spectre netting. And Johnny on the spot. Good helper on the play. Threw the puck back on the ice. Face-off will be near side in the Panthers zone. 5:09 left in the first period. Canadians win it. There's a shot right on to the goaltender, Saboteur. And we'll get a stop and reset near side in the Panthers zone. Panthers win the draw. They take the puck behind their own net. Pressured by the Canadians' forecheck. Goes to the far side. Panthers breaking out. Number 8 taking the puck up the ice. Goal scorer. Taves. Drop pass from a leading scorer on the team. Throws that in front. Tipped away. Canadians get it. Dollywall to the line, but not out. Kept in by number 22 of the Panthers. Play continues in the Canadian zone. That's off the glass. Out to the neutral zone. 22. Call up. No, that's Smith. Jackson Smith gets the puck to the near side. Taves. Taves puts that into the Canadian zone. 17 picks that up on the far side. Pressured by Eagle. Puck comes loose. 4 picks it up. Had it chipped off his stick. Canadians get it out to center though. 4 handling it. He's going to throw it to the open ice. Go to chase. Picked up by Epp of the Panthers. Pass over to number 27. Panthers get that puck out to the neutral zone. Ulrich with it. Comes in the near side. Turcotte wanted to dump it in. Didn't quite get it there. Panthers come out slowly from their own zone. They dump it into the Canadian side. Turcotte picks it up behind the net. Pass comes over to Hoare. Hoare takes that off the boards. Vincent trying to walk it down Main Street. Puck chipped off his stick. Picked up on the far side by Yamniak, who's going to put it off the boards and into the Panthers zone. Coming back for it, Epp. Plays it to the near side. Ulrich steps in at the near point. That's a shot right on net, kicked away by Saboteur. Panthers coming up the ice with speed into the Canadian zone. Number 5 comes in, tries to go backhand right into the pads of Black and Black. Able to stretch it out and hang on for the whistle with 3:13 left in the first period. After a bit of more board meeting after the whistle, the officials separate the players and we'll have a draw near side in the Canadian zone. Cook taking the draw against Richard. Cook wins it for the Panthers. Sully puts that around the boards. Looked on the far side. That was picked off by number 14 West, but Panthers managed to keep it in the zone. Cook for the Panthers chips that back to the near side. Heck tips that back. Centering pass, that's broken up by the Canadians. Rostad with it. He's going to rush it out. Venture over to the right side. Dump that into the Panther zone. It's going to roll behind the net and up the boards on the near side. Handled by the Panthers. Thrown out in front. Exit pass blocked by Richard. Coming over and ripping that high was West. Comes over to the near corner and the Panthers have it out to center. Number 61 comes around the near side into the Canadian zone. Cook was looking for Taves in front, but he was tied up by Frostad. And the Canadians come back with it. Richard takes a shot just inside the blue line, and he goes to the bench going for the change. Panthers come back. Here's Cook. Shot on to Black just inside the blue line. Much the same area as Richard. This time it was right on net. And the Canadians goaltender hangs on with 2:05 left in the first period. That'll bring the draw near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win it. Eagle behind his own net. Over to Burnett. Chips that out to center. Ferentz gets it back for the Panthers in the Panthers zone. Pass up the near side. That's chipped and it's going to bounce into the Canadian zone. Eagle crosses over and picks it up for the Canadians. Eagle centering pass. That's broken up by the Panthers. Eagle will get it back though as he followed up the pass. Chipped out to center. Ferentz knocks that down. Broken up by Zahara and Enriquez Gomez. Zahara put that into the zone. Panthers get it and comes out to center. Eagle knocks it down. Enriquez Gomez with the loose puck. Right side looking for Burnett. Entry was offside with the delay call. The Panthers have a little bit of time to move it out. They get it out to center on the near side. Vincent receives the pass. Gets it up to McCormick, who dumps that into the Canadian zone. Eagle gets it up to Schufelt. Schufelt puts it behind the net for Duffett. Canadians coming out the near side now. That's chipped out to center. Kicked down by Taves. Bounces over to Hillaby. Hillaby takes it on the left side. Low shot onto Black. And Bauer Black will pick that off the ice and hand the puck to the ref. And we'll reset play with 54 seconds left in the first period. Panthers win the face-off. Shot from the point. That was deflected into the Spectre netting. And we'll reset again at that far dot in the Canadian zone. Panthers doing pretty well on the offensive draws. This one was won by the Canadians, but they couldn't get out of the zone. Held it at the left point. Shot goes wide. Comes up high. Number 80 walking it down. Sully makes the nice move. He's going to go below the goal line. Tries to cycle it in front. That's blocked by the Canadians. Turcotte picks up the loose puck. He puts that right in the backside of Cook. He didn't see it. Taylor picks it up, follows it into the zone. Coming up the left side. Jump pass from Dollywall. Comes out in front and Schufelt on the back door. Couldn't put it in. Rushing towards the net and it was just chipped wide. Puck comes back to the Canadian zone. Turcotte picks it up with 10 seconds to go in the period. Flipped over to Ulrich. Ulrich puts that up the boards and into the neutral zone. Panthers dump that back in the Canadian zone. Cole throws that behind the net. The buzzer's going to go on the period as the buzzer goes. We didn't really hear it, but definitely all zeros on the clock, and the whistle goes by the officials. Oh, there's the buzzer just to confirm it. Then the teams will head to their dressing rooms. Canadians certainly owning the first 3 quarters of the first period. Panthers managing to put one in the last bit. They bring the game back within 1, and we'll head into the intermission with the Canadians up 2-1 on the Panthers. Folks, we'll let the Zamboni do its work and let our sponsors say their little bit. See you back here for the second period.
getting high, always and forever, party till we die. Always getting crazy, always getting high, always and forever, party till we die. Party till we die. Party till we die. Party till we die! Party till we die.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible, looking at my years like I'm martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working onto something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, an epoxy to the world and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes.
name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone. In spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tuck's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% beer, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the...
Alright folks, welcome back to Callngwood, where the Canadians are currently up 2-1 on the Panthers as we get ready for the second period. Goal scorers for the Canadians, they opened up scoring with Oliver West, followed up by Owen Richard. 2-0 lead halfway through the first period, and then Joel Taves of the Panthers brings his team back within one. That's where we're going to start, 2-1 for the Canadians as we start the second period. Right up to draw the puck goes all the way down onto the Canadians goaltender. Black puts the glove on that, and we get our first stop of the period with 19:54 left in this second period. Give a shout out to Greg Eagle. Hope you're doing well in Ontario though, and had fun watching your older son play this weekend. Still Macy as the camera guy. Honestly, we had a little bit of problems setting up the huddle camera. We certainly missed you during that. Everything's good now though. And here are the Canadians putting that puck out to center. Panthers first back to it. They put it up the near side. Battle for it. Taves is going to win that. Thorvaldson on the back check takes it away. Canadians move it to the far side. Or dumps it back to Morris. Morris moves that up to Yamniuk. Nope, that's Frostad. Frostad centers that pass, and it's tipped into the Panther zone. The Panthers are going to take that, put it out to center. Moritz with it, puts it off the glass, and dumps that into the Panther side of the ice. Goes behind the goal line. Cole up to Taves. Taves, cross-ice pass over to number 14, Makoriuk, who dumps it into the Canadian zone. It's going to roll over to the far corner. Comes off the boards for number 12, Brady Duffett. He puts it behind the net for Eagle. The Eagles pass knocked down. It's going to come back to him. He has to battle behind the net for it. His pass, that's knocked down. Panthers take a shot, deflected wide. Goes below the goal line, over the near side, picked up by number 6, Brazu. Brazu, he's going to put that behind the net. That's cut off by Eagle. First to the far side. Canadians feel a little hemmed in their zone right now. Oh, now it comes out. Good move. And Yamiak couldn't make the last move around Smith. Smith puts that puck back into the Canadian zone. Puck off the boards far side, picked up by number 80. Here's a quick shot off the shoulder of Black. Comes loose, cleared away by the Canadians. Comes out to center. Smith knocks that down. Sends that to the far side to Sully. Sully comes in, tries to take a shot. That's blocked by Eagle, and he flips that out to center. Smith knocks it down for the Panthers. Moves it up to number 6, Brazu. Gets that into the Canadian zone. It's tipped over to the near boards. Eagle picks that up, puts it off the glass, and it comes out to center. Taves puts that off. Yamniak chops it off his stick. Rolls into the Panther zone. Here's a chance left side. Oh, shot there by the Canadians forward. Taylor. Panthers recover in their own zone. Kept in on the near side. Schufeld knocks that down. Now it comes out to center. Turcotte steps in front of Vincent. Vincent gets the puck anyway, comes on the left side. There's a shot that's blocked, rolls back to the point. Another shot, this one by Taves. That's a hit. It's a Canadian player, and it's pushed down the ice. Dollywall ran out of steam at the end of his shift, trying to battle against number 22, Smith. Smith puts that out to the neutral zone. Canadians dump that back into the Panthers zone. Taylor, sorry, that was Smith. tried to move it around the outside. Now the puck moves behind the boards, stays in the Panther zone. Enrique Gonzalez takes a hit, trying to feed Taylor in front, but that didn't quite work. Panthers chip that puck out to center. Zaharik picks it up at center. He's going to dump that back in. Number 21, Hillaby, for the Panthers, moves around the far side. That's cut off by Ulrich. Ulrich coming down with it, stops, turns, goes into the corner. Panthers Smith wins that battle, puts it around the outside. Chipped out by Vincent, cut off by the Canadians. Turcotte puts it off the boards. And the Panthers, Hillaby, is going to dump that into the Canadian zone. Black sets it up for Turcotte. Turcotte wheels out behind the net. Pass to the near side, looking for West. West knocks it down, comes up the right side. He's going to cycle behind the net before he's rubbed off the puck by Epp. On the far side, they're going to battle for it on the boards. Comes out to the neutral zone, 2-1, lining up here. Comes in, West comes from behind and breaks that play up. Puck comes loose in the Canadian zone, chipped out to center. Panthers dump it back in the Canadian zone. Comes to the side of the net. Black sets it up for Frostad. Frostad, far side for Morris. Morris is going to skate it out halfway, all the way out of the zone. Comes past center. Chips that down and deep into the Panthers zone. Picking it up. Epp near side. That's cut off by Frostad. Pinching in from the point. Peck takes it. There's a shot. He put that off the goaltender and off the far board. Puck put down low again by the Canadians. Here's West. Takes a hit. Moves it to the outside. Morris moves it down to West. Skips over to Richard. And then Epp picks it up for the Panthers. Cut off by Frostad. Frostad turns. Fires it. Just missing the Walker side. Morris steps in. His shot hits a player in front. Deflected into the near corner. Put up the boards. Frostad knocks it down. He's going to march it down. Oh, shot off the pads. Followed it up. Knocked down. Oh, and comes out to number 80. He couldn't corral it. And the Canadians are going to make it back as the D was changing. Number 80 for the Panthers had a chance to step down the ice, but couldn't quite make it. Puck comes back into the Panthers zone. Taves, far side. Cut off by Thorvaldsen. Battle won by number 61. He gets that over the near side to Sully. Sully drops that for Brasseur, and they're in the Canadian zone. High shot right into Black. And Black gets that into the trapper. And Conley takes his skate, waiting for the whistle with 14:15 left in the second period. The draw will be near side in the Canadian zone. Cook going to take the draw against Thorvaldsen. Thorvaldsen puts it off the near boards. Canadians cycle it behind their own net. It skips just past Duffett, but Duffett follows it up, gets it back to the blue line, kept in by the Panthers. Duffett again, his pass hits a stick, stays in the Canadian zone. Eagle with it. Eagle looking for Thorvaldsen. It's tipped on the net. Thorvaldsen couldn't knock that down. And putting an end to the play is Keaton Saboteur for the Panthers. 13:52 left in the second period. It's 2-1 for the Canadians. Draw near side in the Panthers zone. Thorvaldsen going to line up against number 21, Hillaby. Hillaby wins that, but the Canadians chase it into the corner. They get it back on the forecheck. Panthers keeping them to the outside, though. They're going to win that battle. Vincent with it, centering pass. Connects with Diablo. Over the right side to Hillaby. He steps over, takes a shot. And the Canadians didn't like that at all. Letting Hillaby know. Looks like they'll just pull the draw. No, the draw was outside of the zone anyway on the offside call. But nothing more going to come with the after play stuff. Canadians win the face-off. They throw that out to center. Hillaby knocks it down. Dumps the puck into the Canadian zone. Black sets it up for his defense. Looks like he's caught on the play. So, from what I can tell, they're going to put a Panther into the box. Liam Vincent seems to be going under protest, but he's going to get the 2 minutes for interference called with 13:21 left in the second period. We're going to have our first power play of the game, this one in favor of the Canadians. Gentlemen lining up on the left side of the screen before they head to the face-off circle. Getting their play set up. Canadians win it. Put it back to the point for Morris. Morris near side for Hoare. He puts that down in the corner. That's cut off by the Panthers. Thorvaldson knocks down the exit. Comes over to Frostad. Over to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson wants to get to the point. Nobody's there for him. He's going to hang on to it. Cycle it down to the right side to Hoare. Hoare puts it up high now for Morris. Left side for Frostad. Frostad hurls that high. It's going to bounce off the glass and out of the zone. Morris back to play. Has to contest with Sully of the Panthers. Puck left for Hoare. He's going to wheel it out of the zone. Getting speed through the neutral zone. Comes in the right side. Tried to feed that in front. That's kicked away by F. Picked up by Frostad on the far side. Back to the point to Morris. Morris puts that on the open boards. Sully tracks that down and dumps the puck. 1 minute left in the Canadiens' power play as Morris skates behind his own net and through center with it. Evan Morris dumps that into the Panther zone. Dhaliwal gets it back to the Canadiens. Leaves after Shufelt. Shufelt tried to tip that past the man. That's knocked down by Taves. Taves reverses to the far side. Puck knocked down by Taylor. Puck comes back to Taylor. Comes over to the point. That was stuff it to Eagle. Eagle spins off a check. Takes it up the near side. Down low for Dhaliwal. Back to Eagle. Eagle pass to the left side. There's a shot. Oh, off the outside iron. Stays out. Puck picked up by Taylor. Puts that into the corner for Dhaliwal. His pass. His Shufelt. Puck comes back to Dhaliwal. In front looking for Taylor. That's knocked down by number 81. Barents making the save there. Or at least blocking the pass. They're going to battle for it on the far boards. Man out of the box for the Panthers. They killed off their penalty. And the puck, trying to chip it down low, ends up over the boards. And the whistle goes with 11:17 left in the second period. Draw will be down in the Panther zone shortly after they just killed off their first penalty of the game. Off the draw. Panthers win it. Not cleanly. It's kept in the zone on the far side by Ulrich. Picked up by the Canadiens. Into the slide and a quick shot by Enriquez Gomez. Puts that right on net. But snatching it away is Keaton Saboteur of the Panthers. Stopping play with 11:08 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Panthers zone. Broken up, Canadiens keep it in the zone. Here's another chance for Enriquez Gomez. Off the iron, comes back to the point for Turcotte. Turcotte down to Zahara. Over the near side, Enriquez Gomez, 3 shots in a row. 2 of them with high quality shots. Puck kept in the near side by Burnett. Enriquez Gomez feeds that back to the point. Shot by Ulrich. Hard shot. Comes off the glove and rolls into the near corner. Puck comes up to center. Ulrich chips it off the stick of number 14, McCorrick. McCorrick takes it to the far boards. Enriquez Gomez catches up to him. Puck over to Burnett. Centering pass broken up by McCorrick again. He comes over to the near side and into the Canadian zone. Puts the puck down low. On the far side, Zahara cut that off. Run up the near side. Is that Turcotte gets that around the far side. Waiting for it, Enriquez Gomez. Oh, he wanted to feed that behind the play. That was read by the Panthers, and they're out. Coming up the left side and into the Canadian zone. Centering pass. Black makes the blocker save. Puck comes into the near corner. Picked up by the Panthers. They try to center that. Black put the paddle out. Knocks that down and covers it up with the 9:46 left in the second period. So Canadians still had a bit of momentum after that power play. But in the last shift here, the Panthers turn the ice back the other way. We get a draw with new lines in the Canadian zone. Panthers win it, send it down low behind the net. Picked up on the far side by the Canadians, held in by the Panthers at the right point. Shot from the right point. Easily handled by Black of the Canadians. And we're going to reset on the far side of the Canadian zone with 9:36 left in the second period. Panthers win the draw at the point. They have the puck. Epp back to the right side. Here's the shot. That is deflected wide. Epp keeps it in the left side, sends the puck down low. The Panthers move it up to the point. No, doesn't quite make it there. That was broken up by Heck. Puck sent down low, sent to the outside. Canadians have it. They get it out to center. Panthers Vern steps that back into the Canadian zone. Morris back for it. Reverses. Going to take it up the far side of the ice. Looking for that stretch pass. It's tipped to the far side. West is going to pick that up and get it into the Panthers zone. Chipped in front. Oh, here's a chance for Shard. Couldn't corral the puck. Taken away by Epp. He wheels it up and passes it to Cole. Cole comes in the right far side of the Canadian zone. Heck reads that, sends the puck. He's trying to get West on the near side. But that puck just out of reach. And we're going to have an icing call with 8:42 left in the second period. This will put the face-off on the far side of the Canadian zone. Shots on goal, 16-15 in favor of the visiting team. As the Panthers win the draw and take a shot, comes off the glass, rolls from the near side, sent down below the goal line, comes off the backside, and it looks like it got caught in the netting, perhaps, of the Canadians' net. So the play is whistled down. We're going to set up on the far side in the Canadian zone. 8:29 left in your second period. Canadians still hanging on to that 2-1 lead after jumping out early in the game. Panthers able to battle back halfway through the first. Still hunting for that equalizer. Canadians looking for some insurance. Canadians pick up the puck at center. Eagle tries to hit Thorvaldson. It's off his stick. Comes out to center again. Eagle knocks it down. Comes over to Yamniak and a hand pass. Called on the play with 8:04 left in the second period. This will put the draw just outside the Canadian zone on the near side of the ice. Cook and Heck. Nope, not Heck. It's Cook and Taylor taking the draw, and the Canadians win it. Pass over the far side. Ulrich couldn't quite keep it. Panthers battling for it in that far corner. Now below the Canadians' goal net. Comes over to the right side. Panthers have it again. That shot tipped over the far side, and Black somehow finds it through traffic. Takes it off the stick, reaches out, covers up the rebound. Getting a stop with 7:44 left in the second period. The door of the Canadian sin bin is open. Over to it, Jackson Turcotte. Panthers look like they're going to have their first power play of the game. Turcotte into the sin bin, 2 minutes. 2-minute minor called with 7:44 left in the second period. There's a shot from the slot. It kind of hit the heel of the stick and ends up in the spectator netting. And we're going to reset here with 7:40 left in the second period. Far side, Canadians use the boards. Can't get it out of the zone. Held in by the Panthers. Put up high. Sully walking it down. There's a backhand shot. Black comes over. And looks like he may have, or he's just skating out of the way. Bit of a contact down just on the edge of the crease. Panthers hunting for that equalizer on the power play with 1:44 left with the man advantage, 7:28 left in the second period. Draw will be near side the Canadian zone. They win it. Eagle tries to use the glass to clear it around the far side. That ends up hitting the stanchion and going out of play. Well, reset near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win the draw again. Eagle has it in his skates, puts it off the glass. Taves knocks it down at the line for the Panthers. Pass comes back to Taves, now to the right side, fed up high. Black with the save, comes over and takes away the near side. What a move over by Black to take away the open side of the net. Then he gets run over in the process and just skates it off. Great save there by the Canadian goaltender with 7:10 left in the second period. Panthers still hunting on the power play. 1:26 left with the man advantage as we reset near side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win the faceoff. Eagle puts that around the boards, held on the right side by the Panthers, directed towards the net. Comes off the end boards, and Black will cover that up, and we'll get another faceoff. This time it's going to be far side in the Canadian zone with 7:02 left in the second period. 1:18 left in the Panthers man advantage. Puck's dropped. Canadians have it on the boards. Now it comes loose. Morris puts that down the ice. Knocked down with the stick, picked up at center by the Panthers. Put up the near side. It's chipped back into the Panther zone. Epp puts to the far side. Right here on the attack is Taylor. Great job there. Puck turned around at center. Morris puts that into the Panther zone. Puck comes out to center. Smith puts that out. Canadians find it. Frostad's going to put that deep into the Panther zone. Smith with it again. That comes out to center. Morris stepped in front of that and gave Frostad a chance to clear it down the ice, and he got a little under it. And we'll call that a pitch to the crowd as the puck goes out of play with 6:20 left in the second period. Face off just outside of the Canadian zone. 36 seconds left in the Panthers power play. Canadians win it. They have it in their own zone. Can't move it to the outside. Now the Canadians get it back in their own zone. No mistake putting it down the ice this time. Saboteur out to set it up for his teammates. Picking the puck up, number 81 Ferentz. He's going to reverse, go back to the far side. Pass out to number 80 Sully. Comes back to Ferentz. Ferentz curves the pass to the near side. Thrown that in front, and Black will put a stop to that play as it rolls up to him. 5:52 left in the second period. 8 seconds left in the Panthers man advantage. All the scoring so far has come in the first period. Canadians started the game off hot, getting a 2-0 lead. Panthers battled back with one halfway, well, a little less than halfway left, or halfway through, a little more than halfway through the first period. Face off one by the Canadians, but the Panthers knock it down. Panthers have that in the Canadian zone. Canadians back to full strength. Here's pass up to the point. Chipped over to the near boards. Comes loose. Canadians have it now. Duff it. Looking for Enriquez Gomez. Pass was just behind him. Thrown into the Canadian zone by Ferentz. Puck on that far corner. Number 61 picking it up. That's Cook picking it up for the Panthers. Pass to Sully. Over to Taves. Taves tries to walk it down. Takes it into the corner. Rolls behind the net. Into the slot. And a quick shot. And the big save here by Black. Looks like Morris had his man tied up in front, and the Panthers forward couldn't get the strength of the shot that he wanted. And Bauer Black down low, taking away the bottom of the net, just covers it up with 4:57 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. Eagle has the puck behind the net. He sends it back the other way for Duffett. Duffett. Pass up to Thorvaldson. Up to Yamniak. And they're into the zone. Yamniak in front. Oh, and it's tipped in, and they're gonna. No! Looks like they're calling away as it comes off the skate of Hoare. And as it was directed towards the net, they're not going to allow that one. Yeah, the pass in front of the net. And he just angled towards it. Hard to see here on the replay. I have it going in the background here. Now they're going to call it a goal. So on the right side, pass in front, skips behind the man, and Hoare picks that off the skate and directs it towards the net, and it's in. And the Canadians are up 3-1 with 4:39 left in the second period. There's good goal. Yep. Mr. Jeff Hack asking, you saw me looking at the replay. We'll take that. Yeah. 3-1 for the Canadians. 4:39 left in the second period. And we're ready to go at center. Panthers win it. Here's Smith. Back to Caves. Pass to the far side. Centering pass by Cole. Knocked down by Yamniak. Yamniak has it. Over to Hoare. Back to Yamniak. Yamniak. Back to Hoare. Puck picked up by the Panthers. Cole comes in the near side. Kicks it into the Canadian zone. Run through the slot, it bounces over to the near corner. Eagle picks it up. Chipped out to the neutral zone. Panthers send it back against the wall and into the Canadian zone, where Eagle picks it up. Pass over the far side to Duffett. Duffett up to Hoare. Chips that into the Panthers zone. Goes for a change. Full change on the ice. Panthers get that out to center. Chipped over to the far side. Ulrich picks it up. Over to Turcotte. Turcotte tries to move that into the zone, but it's knocked down at center by the Panthers. He's trying to stretch a player down the ice, and it's going to end up being an icing call as the Panthers trying to take every advantage that they can. Maybe a little cheat. As the, not sure the pass was quite there for him. Ooh, a quick shot. Just missing the net by Ulrich. Rebound picked up by the Panthers to put the puck out to center, and Ulrich puts that right back on goal in the Panthers zone. Panthers coming away with it. Here's 2-1 developing back the other way. Brazeau. Oh, broken up by Ulrich. Puck comes back to him. He's going to put it down the ice, and we'll have an icing call, but we'll take that in the meantime. Great play by Ulrich, breaking up that 2-1, that cross ice pass coming from the Panther forward. And with the icing call, play stops with 3:16 left in the second period. Draw will be far side in the Canadian zone. Canadians win it. They move it behind their own net. Brostad near side for Schufelt. Schufelt centering pass, looking for Heck. And that went through the traffic. Heck had a player on either side of him. Couldn't get the stick on it. And as it floated through the three of them, we'll have an icing call with 3:04 left in the second period. Draw this time will be near side in the Canadian zone. Panthers win it. Epp takes a shot. That's tipped over the net. Hits the boards. Cleared out by the Canadians. And you might be tired of me saying it, but the players are not tired of doing it, and that's just fine as it slows play down. Another icing call, this time with 2:54 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. Put to the far corner. Team's battling for it. Comes loose against the boards. Knocked down by the Canadians. Turned around at center. Epp throws that to the near side. Looking for Sully. It's past him. Picked up by Frostad for the Canadians. Put to the far side. Richard puts that into the Panther zone. Cross-ice pass. Knocked down by Heck. Tipped into the corner. Epp gets there first for the Panthers. Puck comes back to the line. Richard gets a hold of it. Puts it into that far corner. Comes to the near side. West. Over to Richard. Richard behind the net. Over to West. Going to come up. Panthers stealing it. Coming up the left side. Panthers Cook over to Sully. Sully back to Cook. That's broken up by the Canadians. Morris. Canadians coming up back into the Panthers zone. Turned around at center again. Rostad, take a look. He was waiting for it. He was waiting for his teammate to get back on side. Slightly, very slightly mistimed, but Frostad was going in with speed. Whistle goes for the offside, though, with 2:01 left in the second period, and the face-off will be just outside the Panther zone. Canadians win that draw. Duffett puts the puck into the Panther zone. Battle for it on the boards. Hasn't come loose yet. Now it does. So they're going to battle for it this time in a corner. Panthers win that. They put it around the boards and out to the center and rolls into the Canadian zone. Here's Duffett with it. Duffett takes a hit. Leaves the puck for Eagle, though. Eagle reverses. Gets it over to Duffett. Duffett is going to just flip that out. Knocked down by Hillaby at center. On the far side. Dybalo couldn't quite cleanly handle it. He gets the puck, though. Or gets the puck back and takes it against the corner. Canadians come in. Here's a chance for Zahara. He couldn't feed it to Burnett. And the Canadians, as the puck came out to center, just dump it back into the Panther zone. Go for a change. Panthers breaking out the near side. Puck comes out to center. Vincent, far side for number 21, Hillaby. Hillaby, low shot. Past the net. Rolls to the far side. Picked up by Coles. Teams battling for it on the far side in the Canadian zone. Now it comes loose. Duffett to Eagle. Eagle has that. Pass to the far side to Hoare. Hoare wanted to return it to Thurwaldson. That's knocked down. Panthers have it in the zone. Now it comes loose again. Canadians now coming out. Coming across center. Here's Hoare. Hoare feeds it in around the defenseman. Ferentz angles him off the puck. Duffett pinches in, keeps the puck in the zone, puts it back to the point. Here's the Amniak, left side for Eagle. Eagle feeds that right onto goal, and sizing that up nicely was Saboteur hanging on with 10 seconds to go in the period. We'll have face-off, far side in the Panthers zone. Late change. Late change going to be denied by the officials. Now the puck's dropped. Thurwaldson wins it for the Canadians. They have it at the point. There's a shot. That floats just past the net. Tipped in the near side by Thurwaldson. Oh, that was a set play because Eagle was down low. I didn't even notice that. Off the draw, the Canadians defenseman was down low on the set play. But the puck just wide of the net. And the buzzer goes on the second period. Canadians will head to the dressing room with a 3-1 lead. Second period was much more even than the first, with the Panthers owning great chunks of it, especially around their power play time. We're going to take a break here and let the Zamboni get the ice ready for the third period. Never mind that score clock up there. We'll just change that now so I don't forget after the emission. And we'll catch you after. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Here's a word from our sponsors.
I hold on so nervously to me and my drink. I wish it was cooling me, but so far has not been good. It's been shitty, and I feel awkward as I should. This club has got to be the most pretentious thing since I thought you and me. Well, I am imagining a dark lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. I hold out for one more drink before I think I'm looking too desperately, but so far has not been fun. I should just stay home. If one thing really means one, this club will hopefully be closed in 3 weeks. That would be cool with me. Well, I'm still imagining a dark lit place, or your place, or my place. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. Not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you move because you're standing still. If your body matches what your eyes can do, you'll probably move right through me on my way to you. You'll probably move right through me on my way to you. You'll probably move right through me on my way to you.
To all my friends present, past and beyond, especially those who weren't with us too long. Life is the most precious thing you can lose. While you were here, the fun was never ending. Life a minute was only beginning. Captain Colvin Nichols, this one's for you. Yeah. Never get that feeling you can go on. Just remember the side it is that you're on. You've got friends with you till the end. get to the bottom, you know who it is you can count on. Someone will pick you up again. We can conquer anything together. All of us are bonded forever. If I die, you die, that's the way it is. To all my friends, present, past, and beyond. To all those who weren't with us too long. Life's the most precious thing that you can lose. While you were here, fun was never ending. Last minute was only the beginning. Can I call that never just one for you? Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I could lie, couldn't lie, could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Hey. I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong. We're doing the right thing. I could lie, couldn't lie, could lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Oh, take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I learned. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been
Hi folks, welcome back to Callngwood. We're at the Vern Davis Arena. We have Canadian Athletic Club United Sport and Cycle Canadians up 3-1 on the Lakeland Panthers. Canadians wearing the red jerseys, Panthers wearing the whites. Teams, refs, cameraman, all ready to go. All right, we'll get this third period started. Shots on goal in the game, 31-29 in favor of the Canadians as we drop the puck here, and the puck goes into the Canadian zone. Puck tried to be fed in front, but that's knocked down by the Canadians' D. Thorvaldson moves that to the near side. Centering pass by Hoare, knocked down by number 8, Sully. His centering pass broken up by Thorvaldson, who makes the pass up the right side to Frostad. Frostad puts that up the near boards and rolls to the far side. Panthers get it back in their own zone, rushing it out. Number 6, his centering pass broken up by Morris. Morris throws that up in front, looking for Hoare for Thorvaldson. He chops that in the zone, couldn't catch up to it. Takes it in the corner, throws that in front. Now it comes back to the point for Morris. Morris puts that into the near corner, rolls off the boards. Thorvaldson picks it up. Over to the near side for Yamniak. Yamniak back to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson hanging on to it. Won't take it into traffic. It's bounced off the near board, and the clearing attempt by the Panthers ends up in the Spectre netting, and we get a whistle with a 19:01 left in the third period. Flipping the draw near side into the Panthers zone. Panthers taking in the quarter. Canadians jump on it right away. Schufeld to the point to Duffett. Duffett floats that in front, looking for Dollywall to tip, but the goalie got a piece of that. Comes back to the point. Duffett sends that down low, looking for Schufeld. Skips past and into the far corner, and the Panthers are going to rip that down the ice. Icing called with 18:37 left in the third period. Draw far side in the Panther zone. Panthers win it. They move that puck around to the near side, cut off by the Canadians. Now the Panthers taking out the far side, dump that into the Canadian zone. Dump it, back to play for it. Gets it up to Eagle. Eagle, he's going to wheel it out of the zone, taking the right side of the ice. Gets to the blue line, dumps it hard off the board. Schufelt on the near side. Leaves that for Duffett. Panthers chip it out to the neutral zone where Eagle picks it up for the Canadians. Pass on the near side to Duffett. Duffett to Taylor. Taylor comes in. Centering pass to Dollarwall, and it's chipped off his stick. Schufelt follows that up. He's going to carry that behind the net. Rubbed off the puck, and it comes loose into the near corner. Battle for it on the near boards. Ulrich keeps it in the zone. Comes loose. Down low, Taylor. Throws that in front, and it's tipped over to the far corner. Panthers put that down the ice again for another icing call with 17:35 left in the third period. We'll have the face-off far side in the Panthers zone. Canadians win the face-off. Turcotte keeps it in on the right side. Panthers find it behind their net. They use the boards, move it over to the near side. That's cut off by Enriquez Gomez. He gets the puck back from his teammate. Enriquez Gomez, short side, off the blocker, cleared away by Saboteur. Panthers put that out to center. Here's a chance. Number 21 coming in. There's a shot off the shoulder of Black. He directs that toward the corner. They throw it back in front of the net. and Black is going to cover that up for the Canadians. Stopping play with 12:06 left in the third period. Rushing down Hillaby. He wanted to put that past the Canadians goaltender, move to the left side of the ice, and Black takes that off the shoulder, stopping a grade A chance. Canadians win the face-off in their own zone. Puck comes over to Morris on the near side. He flips that out to center. Heck knocks it down over to Richard. Richard in front for West. West feeds that in front of the net. Saboteur out to play it. He lost it. Goes into the corner. Panthers move that to the outside. West cuts that off. Gets it up the boards. Richard chips it back there. Takes it into the corner. Owen Richard up to Oliver West. West puts that to the line for Frostad, who reps one right on to the Panthers goaltender, who finds that through traffic and hangs on with 16:37 left in the third period. Face-off won by the Panthers. They cycle behind the net over the near side. Reversed by number 6. He's going to take it up the far side of the ice. So couldn't get it past Frostad. Second attempt, though, he does. Frostad stands just the center side of that blue line. Comes loose again. Here's Heck with it. Heck hangs on. Gets it looking for Morris. That's knocked down by Sully. Morris comes back for it and gets it into the Panthers zone. Picked up by number 81, Ferentz, who drives it to the far side of the ice. That's picked off by Frostad. Frostad reverses it back to Richard. Richard to Morris. Morris with speed coming up the right side. Gets it to West. West takes a shot that comes off the outside of the net, directed to the near corner. Morris finds that at the point. Feeds that down. He's looking for West, but it bounces over. Now to the Frostad on the far side. His shot. Walker saved by Saboteur. Panthers get that out to center. Sully coming up the right side, trying to dance around Frostad. Gets help from Morris, and the Canadians have the puck back. Morris comes from behind his own net. Over to the near side. Gets across center. Dumps that deep into the Panther zone and goes for a change. Panthers having trouble getting it out of their own zone. It's tipped into the near corner. Taves goes, puts it up the boards and out to the neutral zone. Knocked down by Duffett. Picked up by Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson centering pass to Yamniak. It skips over to Hoare. Hoare puts that up the boards. Comes back. Hoare coming from the blue line as the Panthers center that. Panthers get it back in their own zone. Taves trying to take it out. Schufelt chips it off his stick. Battleport on the near boards. Cole gets that into the Canadian zone where Eagle takes it away. Gets it over to Duffett on the far side. Richard, left side for Hoare. Hoare coming in. Pass back to Hoare. Hoare to the point for Duffett. Duffett, left side for Eagle. Eagle flips that on net and Saboteur able to track that through traffic. Picking that up off the ice, gets the save with 14:27 left in the third period, where the Canadians are still hanging on to that 3-1 lead. Canadians open up scoring, getting a 2-0 lead by the halfway mark in the first period. Panthers battled one, battled back to get one midway through the first. Canadians had an insurance goal midway through the second. And that's how we are in the third period. Canadians win the draw. They move the puck around to the far side. Schufelt knocks it off the wall. Panthers get that out to center. Turned around. Duffett has that for the Canadians. Over to Eagle. Eagle coming up the near side. Wheels it past center and into the Panther zone. Arm of the ref is up. Looks like we're going to get a penalty, a Panthers penalty here. Eagle doesn't like it. Linesman comes in, urges him not to do anything more, so he doesn't go into the sin bin, and it's going to end up being a power play for the Canadians. 14:03 left in the third period, and into the box, number 5, Liam Vincent for the Lakeland Panthers. 2-minute minor called with 14:03 left in the third period. This will put the draw near side in the Panthers zone. Canadians with the man advantage, sending out their power play line. talking about their set play. Thorvaldson to take the draw. Panthers win the faceoff. Can't get out of the zone. Morris knocks it down at the left point. Walks to the center. Now goes to the right side to Hoare. Hoare hangs on. Flips it down low. Picked up by Yamniak. Comes back to Hoare. Hoare uses the boards. Puts it down low for Thorvaldson. He tips it back. Picked up by Hoare. It's off the boards. And the Panthers find it and clear it down the ice. Black sets it up. And he's going to pick it up and hang on with 13:36 left in the third period. Folks, I was wrong about the penalty. It was a 4-minute double minor issued to number 5, Vincent, of the Panthers. There's 3:33 left in the man advantage for the Canadians. 13:36 left in the third period. Canadians win the draw in their own zone. Frostad's going to wheel it. Pass to the far side looking for Yamniak. He was trying to venture and sneak behind coverage. That was picked off the Panthers. Clear the zone. Morris with it. Morris skates out of his own zone. Pass to the near side to Hoare. Hoare gets across the center line and dumps that into the Panthers zone. Canadians get the puck back. Handled by Frostad. Now to Morris. Back to Frostad. Over to the far side to Hoare. Hoare takes a shot. That hits the man in front. Cleared back to the line. Kept in. Oh, no. Now it comes out. Now it comes out. Morris guards the puck. He's knocked down, but he sends it to a safe area where Frostad picks it up. He sends that back to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson up the near side. Tipped by Hoare. Not tipped by Hoare. And because it was not tipped by the Canadian player, we have an icing call with 12:39 left in the third period. 2:36 left in the Canadians' power play as they'll take the draw near side in their own zone. Cook and Taylor set to take the draw. Cook wins that for Lakeland. Dollywall comes over and steals it back for the Canadians. Here's Eagle with it. He drew the penalty. Gets the puck up to Dollywall. Dollywall gets inside the zone, puts the puck down low, wants Schufelt to skate onto it. Panthers get there first. Comes out, tipped over to the near side by the Panthers 11. Duffett comes over and upsets him. Eagle, right side to Taylor. Taylor dumps that into the Panthers zone. Dollywall first on the scene. Battle for it in the near boards. Panthers able to find it, can't get it away. Eagle rips it from the blue line right into the center mass of Sabatua. And Sabatua is going to hang on to that one with 11:55 left in the third period. Panthers have killed off the front half of the double minor. 1:52 left at the man advantage for the Canadians. Canadians win the draw. Pass. The puck comes back to Eagle. He passes to the right side to Duffett, who sends it down low for Taylor. Taylor walks it in front, and Dollywall almost got to pocket that home. Ooh, transition quickly. Here comes Lakeland. Quick shot right on to Black. And the Panthers, number 7, Cole, couldn't get it past the Canadians goaltender, coming into the zone shorthanded. Tried to go chuck it underneath the blocker, but Black able to come over and cover that side of the net. 11:35 left in the third period, 1:32 left in the Canadians' man advantage. Canadians win the draw. Puck bounces right in front of the goal. Hoare's going to clean that up. Spin around to the far side. Comes across center. Dumps that into the Panthers zone. Rushing onto it. Yamniak. Yamniak gets that to Frostad. Frostad back to the point for Morris. Morris skates over to the right side. Morris sends that down to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson walks it in. Wanted to go back to Hoare. The pass was just off. Hoare keeps it though. Sends it down low for Yamniak to Hoare. Back to Yamniak. He's in the corner. Skates it out. Switches with Hoare. Hoare takes that down low. Crosses behind the net. Takes the puck to the far side. Frostad at the point. Over to Morris. Morris dumps that into the open corner. Taves battles for it. Canadians get it back. Here's Morris. hanging on to it. Sends it down to Yamniak. Over to Morris. Morris takes a shot that is deflected over to the far corner. Hoare picks it up. Hoare sends that down low for Thorvaldson. 20 seconds left in man advantage. Over to Frostad. Frostad to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson down low for Yamniak. Tried to return it back. Frostad spins, turns, hits a man. Goes to the far boards. 10 seconds left in man advantage. There's a shot. Wide of the mark. Comes over to Frostad. Frostad throws that back. Comes to the point to Morris. Morris over to Yamniak. Lets that go for Frostad. Centering pass. Hits a man. And the Panthers have killed off 4 minutes of penalties, and they're back to full strength. Less than 10 minutes to go in the third period. And the Panthers get that out to center, but no further. Canadians put it back deep into the Panthers zone. Up on the near side, number 22, Smith. Trying to stretch that off the glass and bounce it out to center. Ends up putting it high and into the spectator netting. And we're going to reset the Panthers zone with 9:39 left in the third. 3-1 for the Canadians as we're on the last 10 minutes of the game. Last half of the period here. Puck won by the Canadians. They have it on the far side, trying to drag it through the high slot. Panthers converge on the forward. They get it out to center. Duffett knocks that down though. Taylor over to Schufelt. Over to Duffett. Bounces off. Read by number 21. Comes in. Backhand shot through the crease off the far boards. Schufelt takes that. Can't get it out of the zone. Knocked down. Hillaby has that on the right side for the Panthers. Nice pass. He was looking for Diallo, who's coming in from the point. Canadians get that, and they end up firing it into their own bench. Getting their coaches to jump. And we'll reset with 8:59 left in the third period. The draw will be far side in the Canadian zone. Panthers win the face-off. They put it around the boards to the far side. Ulrich behind the net, over to Turcotte. Turcotte with it. Goes to the right side, gets past Sully. Cook puts him into the boards, but the puck dumped into the Panthers zone. Down low, chases it up, Burnett. Comes up high. Panthers from the near side. Put that into the Canadian zone. Here comes Cook. Cook drops that back to Rousseau, but that was broken up by the Canadians' defense. Jumping back on the play was Zahara. Turcotte for the Canadians. Puts that puck off the boards. Right onto goal. Saboteur had to come out to play it. Sets that up for number 81. Stretch pass from Ferentz down to Cook. Cook couldn't quite reach it. Ends up being an icing call with 8:03 left in the third period. This will bring the draw down into the Panthers zone. Not sure shots are being updated live right now, but that's okay. Puck's in the far corner. Canadians have it. Panthers giving them pressure. Chopped out to center. Morris comes over to cover. Panthers pick it back up. Cook coming in the left side. So that was Taves coming in the left side. He spins, turns, fires it on net. Whistle goes, 7:37 left in the third period. Face off far side in the Canadian zone. Puck won by the Canadians. Move behind the net where Morris picks it up. Morris flips that high into the air out to center. Knocked down by number 22, Smith. Canadians get it back though and dump that deep into the Panthers zone. Smith back to play it. Over to the near side from McQuirk. His centering pass knocked down by the Canadians. Panthers, now they're going to rush it out. Number 8 with speed coming in the near side. Taves takes that down low. Tried to go inside, short side on the Canadians goaltender, but Black holding the post. Drops down and covers it up before the Panthers can get to the rebound. Play stops with 7:07 left in the third period, with the Canadians still in front of the Panthers, 3-1. Draw will be near side in the Canadian zone. Thorvaldson out to take the draw against number 21, Hillaby. Hillaby wins that for the Panthers. It's a shot from Epp at the left point. Canadians touch it up. Arm of the ref is up. Tripping call indicated. Panthers going to be on the power play here with 6:57 left in the third period. Morris into the box, 2 minutes for tripping. And the Panthers have had breaks, but they haven't had much zone time in the Canadian zone. Looking to build, 4 minute. We have Morris a 4 minute one for the tripping. I guess I'll have to go back and look how vicious that was. Ference takes it down Main Street, past the left side. Bauer comes over, and then he floats into the net. I can only imagine what just happened there. I'm sure he said, "Good shot, fella." But whatever the Canadian goaltender said, the Panthers forward had none of it. 6:45 left in the third period, 3:45 left in the man advantage for the Panthers. Here's Ference. Pass to the left side for Taves. Taves sends that down to Sully. Sully centering pass knocked down. Bounces back to Taves. Taves right side to Ference. Ference walks it down. Left side for Sully. Stick in the way. That comes off the glass. And Taylor puts that off the glass, and then it ends up out of play. 6:26 left in the third period. Panthers have 3.5 minutes left of power play time. You think they gotta put 1 or 2 on the board, at least 1 to get back into this game. Ference with the puck on the near side. Back to Taves. Taves to Ference. Ference, low shot blocker saved by Black. Sent to the far side. Battle for it. Zahir chips that. Knocked down by Taves. Taves near side for Ference. Ference walking it down from the point. Now goes left side to Taves. Taves over to Ference. Sully's moved over to the right side. Do they get it to him? Nope. Ference takes the shot, hits a leg. Sully picks it back up. Ference now walking it down again. Left side for Taves. Taves takes a shot. Into traffic. Black tracks it down, and he's going to shut the door on the play. Stopping with 5:47 left in the third period. 2:51 left in the Panthers' man advantage. Canadians goaltender working hard to look around the man and try and find the puck. He found it in traffic. Did a great job of jumping on the rebound. And he's over at the bench right now, getting some equipment repairs. They're going to switch goalies for a minute. Onto the ice, Kai Webster for the Canadians to finish off the penalty kill, or at least take some of it. Not 100% sure what's going on. Looks like we're missing a part of the Canadian goaltender's helmet. Ref's over looking for it. Now it looks like the ref just told Bauer to get off the ice. And they'll have to work on the helmet in the background. So Kai Webster, always solid in net. Into substitute for Bauer Black, who's had an equipment malfunction. Puck kept in. Epp bumped out. Now it comes over to Hoare. Hoare slides that up the near side and dumps the puck into the Panthers zone. Panthers starting in their own zone. Smith gets the pass up to Cole. Coles leaves it for McCurk, and that puck is chipped out to the neutral zone. Epp up to number 21, Hillaby. Back to Epp. Left side for Smith. Smith rips one right into Webster. And Webster takes that in the crest and hangs on with 5 minutes to go in the third period. 2:04 left in the Panthers' man advantage. Panthers win the draw. Comes over to Ferentz after he took his breather on the bench. Back on for this power play. Suley, sharp angle shot. Webster able to track it down. Hangs on with 4:46 left in the third period. 1:49 left in the Panthers' man advantage. Draw near side, Canadian zone. Taylor wins it for the Canadians. Ulrich puts that off the boards. Knocked down by Ferentz at the line. Ferentz left side. Back to Ferentz. Low shot off the mark. Oh, Suley had a chance. Webster comes over and takes that away. Suley misfired though on the play. Ferentz takes one up high on Webster, and Webster makes the save and hangs on with 4:29 left in the third period. Face off near side in the Canadian zone. Still 1:27 left in the man advantage for the Panthers. Looking for a goal to bring them back within one. Canadians win it, can't clear it out of the zone. Walking it down was Taves over to Ferentz. Back to Taves. Over to Ferentz on the right side. Down to Suley. Suley back to Ferentz at the point. Ferentz down to Suley. Suley sneaking in over to Taves. Taves can't get the shot off. Put to the outside, and that is Burnett who wins the battle and sends the puck down into the Panther zone and goes for a well-earned change. Puck chipped into the Canadian zone. Duffett with it. Takes that into the corner. Panthers try to battle it back. Duffett got a piece of it, but the Panthers now have it. Cook to Ferentz. Ferentz sends that down low. Chipped off him. Rostad puts that out. It hit Horse, stays in the zone. Whoa, second effort there by Thorvaldsen, puts the puck into the neutral zone. Panthers turn the puck over in the neutral zone, right at center. Canadians. There's a mad dash for it. Now the Panthers come away with it. Taves puts on his horse, comes to the left side in the Canadian zone. Low on Webster, he kicks that away. Eagle, his pass chipped out in front. Well, and then he got a second chance at it and puts it down the ice. Canadians killed off the double minor. They're back to full strength as the puck comes out to center. Oh, and it's going to be a break for number 14 coming up the left side. McCorrick. Oh, saved by Kai Webster. He comes off the bench slightly cold. Kills off the power play. And now Black will come in after that great save by Kai Webster. Yeah, Kai Webster skating back to the bench with a bit of swagger. Well deserved. 2:45 left in the third period. Bauer Black back in net for the Canadians as they win the face-off in their own zone. Enriquez Gomez gets to center and dumps the puck deep into the Panther zone. Panthers move it to the far side. That's cut off by Frostad. Frostad takes it into the corner. Up high. Here's a hair with a rip right on to Saboteur. And Saboteur will hang on with 3:27 left in the third. This will make the face-off far side in the Panther zone. They win it. Put off the far boards. Comes out to center. Frostad slowed him up significantly. Zahara puts the shoulder in, and the puck comes loose to Frostad. He puts it deep into the Panthers zone. Saboteur sets that up for Brazeau. Brazeau on the far side. No pass. Can't get out of the zone. Frostad turns, just fires it at Saboteur. And Saboteur will hang on to that one. 2:03 to go in your third period. Canadians still up 3-1 on the Panthers. Face off far side in the Panthers zone. Panthers end up getting the puck back. Can't get it past Morris sitting at center. He puts that back deep into the Panthers zone. Panthers on the far side, chipped out to center. Canadians have it once again. Frostad with it. Puts up the far side for Yamniak. Yamniak slides that against the boards, and the Panthers get it back. Panthers coming up the near side. Yamniak chips that back for Morris. Morris left side. Rushing in. Thorvaldson. Couldn't make the toe drag. Turns around. Oh, almost got it to Yamniak sitting on the right side. He keeps it in the zone though. Horror off the boards. Panthers now get it. Canadians doing a great time burning off the clock here. I'm sure Saboteur trying to rush it towards the bench. But the Canadians keep getting it back out and tipping the puck into the zone. 1:05 left in the third period as the Panthers start behind their own net. Coming to the near side. Centering pass knocked down by the Canadians, but Taves comes back for it. Near side. Pedabello. That's loose to duff it. Canadians have it again. Eagle tried to center that. That's knocked down by the Panthers. Taves gets that at center. Near side for Ferentz. Ferentz picks it up. Slides back to his own zone to set it up. Goes to Taves from the far side. Pass up to Hillaby. Hillaby comes over to the near side. Chips that into the Canadian zone. Eagle back with it. 30 seconds to go in the period as Eagle looks to freeze it against the end wall there. Net empty for the Panthers. They got the extra attacker on now. Panthers get the puck back to the right side. Ferentz rips one. Picked away by Black. Back to the point. Ferentz has it again. Ferentz walking it down. Tried to go back door. It's chipped away by West. West on the far boards. Over to Eagle. Eagle flips that out to center. 3 seconds to go in the game. Panthers going to just hang on to it. And the buzzer goes. And your United Sport and Cycle Canadians secured their 4th straight victory. They're gone 4-1 in their last 5. Or 4-2 in their last 6. Quite a November these boys are having as they take this one against the Panthers 3-1. Big thank you to Scott Webster answering the call on Team Snap tonight and helping out as cameraman. Not just the manager, but an excellent cameraman at that. We'll take another opportunity to say hi to Mr. Greg Eagle over visiting his older son in Ontario. Hope you're having a great time. I'll see you back here for the next game. Panthers handed their 2nd straight loss against an Edmonton team. Last night it was against Southside, tonight against the Canadians. So they have begun a 2-game losing streak while the Canadians find themselves with 4 straight wins. Canadians open up scoring in the first period is 2-0 as we hit the halfway point of the first. Panthers battled back. They got one, but it was the only one they could get in the game as the Canadians added a third goal in the second period, and that is how it pretty much ended. Scoreless in the third. 3-1 win for the Canadians. My name's Curtis Mikowski. It's been a pleasure, folks. We will see you at the next one. I hope. Depends on work. You know how that goes. Have a great night. Take care.